We returned to Bang Saray later in the morning, when the sun had fully risen above the horizon, specifically around 8 a.m. Upon arrival, you'll notice several local fishermen meticulously drying their freshly caught fish in the warm morning sunlight, a traditional preservation technique that significantly extends the shelf life of their daily catch. This process is not merely practical, but also enhances certain qualities of the fish.
นี่ปลาอะไรครับ
Many Thai locals and food enthusiasts actually prefer these dry fish variation over their fresh counterpart, particularly because when fried, these preserved fish develop a distinctively savory, salty profile that complements a single bowl of steamed jasmine rice. The enhanced saltiness comes from a careful preservation process where they thoroughly rub each fish with a generous amount of salt and occasionally add a touch of MSG to further enhance the flavor profile.
อันนั้นปลาอะไรครับที่ตากอันนั้นปลาหนวดตะลึงสีอะค่ะอันนี้ปลาสละอันนี้ปลาหนวดตะลึงสีไล่ดูแลค่ะถ้าทำไปดีอ่ะไปให้เขากินไปอันนั้นปลาหนวดตะลึง
The vendor we encountered was offering a full selection of dry seafood, including dry goldfish and talang green fish, alongside various other dry fish that I'm not sure of its name. Throughout Bang Saray, we observe numerous abandoned fishing vessels, which tells a compelling story about the challenges facing today's of a small-scale fishing industry. So there are multiple complex factors contributing to this situation. For example, the skyrocketing fuel prices that have dramatically increased the operational cost of each fishing expedition, the marine resources that have been noticeably depleted compared to previous decades, which result in a significantly smaller catches that sometimes barely justify the effort. And furthermore, the economic structure of the fishing industry has become increasingly unfavorable. For example, fishermen receive relatively low wholesale prices for their catches, while simultaneously facing high costs for equipment and maintenance. With the general population experiencing reduced purchasing power during the economic downturns, the entire fishing economy suffers accordingly. So that's why many fishermen had calculated their financial stability and shift to where keeping their boat stock at shore has become a preferable choice, despite the ongoing maintenance expenses this entails. Batu Hom is a variety of salted mackerel that undergoes an extended pickling and drying process. This lengthy preparation results in the fish meat with a distinctively drier and firmer textures compared to its counterpart known locally as batuman, which is considerably less time in both the pickling and drying stages, which in the final product is more notably moisture and less firm consistency when compared to Batu Ham. One striking visual element of the Bang Saray fishing community is the traditional Thai fishing boats with their distinctive and vibrant color paintwork. So mostly bold shades of red and green, and this color scheme serve multiple purposes. First and foremost, these bright and eye-catching colors significantly enhance visibility and safety by making the vessel much more noticeable at sea, especially during challenging weather conditions and limited visibility. Secondly, these special or specific colors carry deep cultural and superstitious significance among the fishing communities, with certain colors combination believed to attract good fortune and provide spiritual protection while at sea. Thirdly, there are practical considerations. These practical pigments may offer better resistance to corrosions or from constant exposure to salt water. And finally, it may be a distinctive color pattern that serves as an important social function by helping to identify boats belonging to specific villages or families, or if each boat is a commercialized boat or a more family-friendly boat, I'm not sure. In the morning, it's quite a quaint area for a jog or morning walk. Or there's a small public park across the street. There's nothing special about the park. It's just a nice place to walk around for fun. And there's a seafood restaurant scattered around the road, though I never tried any of them before. And after a small morning walk, you can head to the local market in the village where you can buy some snacks. A morning market run by locals in Bang Saray. What you can find at this market is like any other market, so it's not particularly special or must visit. However, if you're in the area, you can head down for a quick walk around, and you might grab a thing or two to eat. I'll walk around to show you what you might find at this local market. Most Thai markets have essential cooking ingredients, which include meat, vegetables, and especially seafood. While most of these ingredients can be found at this market, what makes it a little bit more special than others is that the seafood here is fresh catch from the sea, since most of it comes from Bang Saray Fishing Pier, where the boat docks and unload their catch in the early morning, and the sellers will come very early to choose the best grade catches. And for the best grade catches, some are going to a restaurant in that area. So that's why Bang Saray is famous for a seafood dining experience. Some pork congee is a Chinese rice porridge, a dish made with pork and often served for breakfast in Thailand. Dried pork with sticky rice is one of my favorite things to buy to eat in the early morning. Wajap Nam Kon is a Thai Chinese noodle soup dish. Nam Prik Kapi is a Thai chili paste. Khanom Krok is a traditional Thai dessert made from rice flour, sugar, and coconut milk. It consisted of two batters, the shell and the fillings, which created a delightful contrast between sweet and salty flavors. They are cooked in a special pan with small round indentations. When cooked, these half circles are joined together to form a complete circle, and they can be topped with ingredients like green onion, corn, or taro. Here, they only have green onion topping. Patongo is a popular Thai snack originating from China. It's a type of fried dough commonly found in Thai markets. The dough is typically made with all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, sugar, and water. Their own recipes may vary by vendors. That is why some patongo can be sweet, some can be too salty, and some can be oily. That is why it depends on the vendor and how they make the patongo and how they fry it. When eaten fresh, it offers a contrast of textures, crispy on the outside while light and airy on the inside. It traditionally enjoyed in the morning and can be served in several ways. The first way is with a warm soy milk, second is a condensed milk, the third is a pandan custard, and the fourth is a accompaniment to pork congee. And there are also these fried Chinese dough buns that are very fluffy and sweet, which is contrast to the patongo, where sometimes it can be either too sweet, too salty, or just bland. Then we bought a bit of the stewed pork leg with rice. The food that we bought to eat in front of the Bang Saray Beach. The dry pork is soft and chewy, with a strong sweetness to it, and the sticky rice is soft and bland, which is why it went so well with the pork. The fried dough is airy and sweet, and you can get a bit of crispiness on the outside, but here it's not too sweet. The cotton crock is a bit soggy now, but it still tastes nice. It's a bit burnt on the edges, so you can really taste that charred flavor. The pork leg had dried up a bit, so it's pretty chewy when you take a bite of it. The sauce that they boil the pork leg in is very rich, which gives out this Chinese herb taste. And the smell throughout each bite is super strong, which complements well with the pickled cabbage that they give us, because it helps boost the flavor of the dish with its sourness. And now to the village itself. It presents an intriguing blend of traditional and modern elements, from its narrow lanes lined with markets and street carts to its beachfront area featuring a 3-kilometer stretch of light-tan sand. There's a local fishing community which has existed for over a century and continues to supply fresh seafood to the area's restaurants and night markets, making Bangsaray a popular seafood dining destination for visitors from Pattaya and other areas. There's also, like I said, a nice morning market where you can grab something to eat in the morning for an affordable price. For accommodation options in the village range from modern establishment like the boathouse and kept Bang Saray to a more traditional homestays.